Nightcrawler is a movie that is centered around its protagonist, Lou Bloom, an odd character that is looking for a professional path. This film has many great moments, but in this video, I want to talk about a particular one, the final sequence. For that to happen, we need to know the background story to have some context. As mentioned before, Lou is looking for a job. One night, while driving around, he sees a car accident and stumbles upon a guy who is filming it to sell the footage to the local news. That piques his interest, so he steals a bicycle to trade for a camera and a police scanner in a pawn shop. We see right away that he is dedicated, persistent, and doesn't have any problem interfering with the crime scenes to make his footage better. After having some success, he hires an assistant, a young man named Rick with whom he has a troublesome relationship, always calling him out on his mistakes. One night, Lou listens to a call on the radio and gets first on the scene of a multiple homicide in a house in the suburbs. Right as he gets to the gate, we hear gunshots and see two men getting into a black SUV, which Lou is able to get on tape as he hides behind some bushes. After filming several dead bodies inside the house, he then proceeds to hide the footage of the killers from the police in order to cause an ambush. After getting an address searching for the plates of the car, he goes to pick up Rick. Right up front, Lou explains the situation, and Rick is apprehensive from the start. His first thought is to call the cops.
You gotta call the cops.
But Lou offers him a promotion and a raise to get him on his side, anticipating that he might push back given the risks of his plan. They go on to the address of the suspect and find the man's car outside. After Rick asks a few more questions about the plan, he tries to get more money as it becomes clear how Lou is doing something criminal.
Okay, I want more money.
This attitude from Rick is really important for the story development as we go forward. Since the beginning, they have been bumping heads in many things, a lot of them regarding money. But now, just moments after Lou gives Rick a promotion, he suggests turning Lou in if he doesn't get more money, which is a very dangerous thing to do, since we have already seen Lou take drastic measures against people that stand in his way. But Rick doesn't know this, and that creates an anticipation of danger for the audience, as we see that he doesn't know who he's dealing with. All of that is followed by some criticism from Rick saying Lou doesn't understand people, and after stoically brushing it off, Lou takes the first watch. A few moments later, the man gets out of the house, gets in his car, and they follow him. Right away, we see how afraid Rick is. He also starts to curse and critique Lou's actions. After the man in the SUV picks up his friend, they then stop at a restaurant to eat, now that they are in a public place like Lou wanted. He finally calls the police and informs them that the man is armed to increase the severity of the situation.
I believe so, yes. I'm sorry, I have to go, otherwise they might see me.
They begin to listen to the police scanner to follow up on the progress. Rick continues to push, and even though we don't see much of a change of expression out of Lou, his death stares are beginning to cause apprehension. He just gave this man a raise and agreed to share half of whatever they make in the night, and he is still giving him trouble. Then something uncharacteristic happens. Lou addresses a comment that Rick made earlier, that instead of not understanding people, his real problem is that he doesn't like them. That is followed by a threat to use violence in case Rick leaves him stranded.
What if I was obliged to hurt you for something like this?
But Lou never changes his tone or curses at him. The threat comes out just as polite as he always is, making it even more frightening. Rick thinks about leaving but lacks the courage to do so, then follows Lou's order to go up the street to get a second angle. Tension begins to build as they get set up to film, and we see the police arrive as we listen to the radio. I believe Rick's presence is the perfect highlight to Lou's coldness, and also the builder of tension in the scene. If Lou were alone, we wouldn't be as apprehensive, given that we are induced to share the emotions of the characters on screen. Soon as the second police car gets to the scene, the two men inside the restaurant start to shoot. Civilians are screaming, cops are injured, one of the criminals goes down and the other flees on his car after getting shot through a window. Dangilroy, the movie director, builds the scene with mostly wide angles and fast shots. The position of every character is very well established to set up the chase to come. The man who got away gets followed by a police car, and Lou right behind after picking up Rick. We get perspectives from several angles, outside in on our main characters, inside out to show their point of view, and very diverse frames showing the car chase. All of that embellished by the noise of car engines, police sirens, and the police radio, as well as Lou giving Rick instructions.
Stay on the police car.
In the chase, they begin to cross some red lights. The police car gets hit, and another shows up in front of them. As the police car and the fugitive collide until capsizing, we finally see a reaction out of Lou. And as a abrupt cool down, we get a wide angle of the crash with Lou's car in the corner right, followed by dead silence as Lou gets out of the car to film and tells Rick to turn it off. He carefully approaches the car and in a split second sees an opportunity to take advantage of. After seeing the man alive inside the car, he then tells Rick, who is petrified, that the criminal is dead so he can go film it. We get the perspective of Rick's camera as the man shoots him from inside the car. Not only do we see how far Lou is willing to go, but we also see how smart he is, because he did not think twice before using all the frustration that Rick was causing him, and decided to make a grand finale to the chaos he orchestrated. The man exits the car and stares at Lou for a second, right after the police arrives, and we get one more death to close it all off. With his footage completed, Lou goes over to a dying Rick laying on the ground, and as he accuses Lou of setting him up,
You saw it.
he gets a chilling response with Lou saying that he can't jeopardize his business to retain a untrustworthy employee. Even in a moment like this, our protagonist gives a bureaucratic response, shows no remorse about what he has done, and treats taking someone's life as if it were a rational, justifiable decision. And as Rick dies, Lou takes his camera and goes to sell his masterpiece, leaving the scraps to his competition. We all know that Lou is a sociopath with zero empathy for anybody around him, but the movie poses a deeper look than just our character's path of destruction. It makes us think about the environment that allows him to succeed, how the news stopped being something with the goal of informing the public of things that are relevant and important for our life as a community, and became a place to satisfy morbid curiosity as we gossip about other people's disgrace. And this final sequence where Lou sets up a complete hellfire is the ultimate combination of a deeply flawed but smart individual being rewarded for taking advantage of his dark nature.